Unfinished for reasons unknown of Testu and Cunard's left unfinished, it is established what many deny, that man in posse of Testu and Cunard's, that man in the essay and the man in the short, that man in a brief in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, waste and pines, and concurrently simultaneously what is more for reasons unknown in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, gliding, floating, riding, gliding, canoeing, camogie, skating, tennis of all kinds, dying, flying, sports of all sorts, autumn, summer, winter, tennis of all kinds, hockey of all sports, penicillin and secadania. In a word, I resume flying, gliding, golf over 9 and 18 holes, tennis of all sorts. In a word for reasons unknown in Feckham, Peckham, Fulham, Clampin, namely concurrently simultaneously what is more for reason unknown, but time will tell, fades away. I resume Fulham, Clampin, in a word the dead, lost per head since the death of Bishop Berkeley, being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce per head, approximately by and large, more or less to the nearest decimal, good measures, round figures, stark naked in the stockinged feet in Connemara. In a word for reasons unknown, no matter what the facts are there, and considering what is more grave, that in the light of the labors lost of Steinweg and Peterman, it appears what is much more grave, that is the light of the labors lost of Steinweg and Peterman, and is that in the plains, in the mountains, by the seas, by the rivers, running water, running fire, the air is the same, and the earth, namely the air and the earth, in the great cold, the great dark, the air and the earth abode of stones in the great cold. Alas, alas, in the year of the Lord 600 and something, the air, the earth, the sea, the earth abode of stones in the great deeps, the great cold on the sea, on land, and in the air. I resume for reasons unknown in spite of the tennis. The facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on the shore, in fine abode of stones, who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume the skull, fading, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more for reasons unknown in spite of the tennis, on the beard, the flames, the tears, the stone, so blue, so calm. Alas, alas, on the skull, in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the labors abandoned, left unfinished, gravers, still abode of the stones. In a word, I resume, alas, alas, abandoned, unfinished, the skull in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, alas, the stones, Connard, tennis, the stones, so calm, Connard, unfinished, his hat!
Avenged. Huh. Give me that. There's the end to his thinking.
But will he be able to walk?
Walk or crawl? Up, pig. Perhaps he's dead.
You will kill him.
Up, scum. Help me.
How?
Raise him up. He's doing it on purpose. You must hold him. Come on, raise him up.
To hell with him.
Come on, once more.
What does he take us for?
Don't let him go. Don't move. Hold him tight. Don't let him go. Hold him tight. Now you can let him go. Forward! Back! Turn! Done it! He can walk. Thank you, gentlemen. And let me wish you... What have I done with my watch? A genuine half-hunter, gentlemen, with deadbeat escapement. Twice my grandpa gave it to me. Well, now, isn't that just...
Perhaps it's in your fault.
Wait! I hear nothing. Surely one should hear the tick-tick.
Silence.
I hear something.
Where?
Oh, it's in the heart.
Damnation!
Silence.